Hey people, Chen from CDJ Studios here. This will be the review of the webcomic Black Haze. This week I will be doing a solo one because trouble with Aurora, who I normally do these with, so just as that, like a test one, I'm gonna do one solo. Tell me which one you prefer after the other one goes up. But I think these should be easier to record because I'm just by myself. Does audio even record? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Trouble with the recording and that shit. Skype isn't really working, so yeah, I'm gonna try to do one solo. Anyway, yeah, I'll try to make sense of this for the people who are new to the series and just are watching these. I will explain some. So, I'm gonna go to the chapter now. The chapter starts off pretty much where we left off last time, which is Miguel trying to kill the older Archean brother. And with Javel interrupting it and saying he's actually Lusus, but when he's really not. Yeah, if this makes sense. We then have all the people looking over at the statement Javel just made, but it didn't really work out, it seems, because Miguel just knows that Javel is not really Lusus, and it's actually just from the Adelio family. Everyone's just looking over. Yeah, it was just a plan that Javel made up on the spot, but didn't really work out because Miguel knew about it. And of course, Miguel is gonna threaten to kill Javel now, because Miguel is nuts in the head. And yeah, Miguel is mentioning he's out of time because I think it just has to do with that stab wound he sustained quite a few chapters ago. But Miguel's still trying to find Lusus because he kinda needs to, I think, kill him to get the Demon King's power out, because Lusus is a vessel for it. It makes more sense if you actually read the thing. And we then just cut to the whole, like, everyone is telling him that they're Lusus. And yeah. Also, here's one guy who just fucked up the name. He fucked it up. Oh wait, he messed up. Blah. Yeah. If you see the panel here, you can see the tiny one there. You can see a tiny one who's saying, Who is Lusus? And of course, everyone is pulling the same I am Lusus thing you've probably seen in some other media. It's such a great moment because everyone is here trying to protect Lusus, even though everyone just kind of hated him at the start of the series because people thought he was a monster, but he really wasn't. Actually, Lusus is just he's a really nice guy. But yeah, everyone is trying to protect him by saying dear Lusus. Yeah. Oh, and here we have Lynn, who is also joining in. Lynn is one of the better female characters, even though she doesn't show up much, but she's really kind and try to sees it from everyone's side. Yeah, she's one of the better girls in the series. Not that there are much girls in the series, but yeah, she's one of the better ones. Yeah, she's also trying to protect Lusus. Linda's one regret in the series that she didn't try to reach out to Lusus earlier in the series. Around chapter 20 through 30, I believe. Yeah, everyone is now joining in to help out Lusus and just protecting him, and yeah, everyone is joining in. And of course we have the old Austrian brother whose name I kinda know but not really. It just keeps slipping me, but I know he has a name, but it just kinda... yeah, it hasn't been said in the actual series, but it's on the info chart, which I can't find at the moment, at least translated. I know to find the Korean one, but yeah, I can't read that. And he's mentioning that everyone is like crazy. Everyone is jumping in, and here we have Lapis, who is actually helping out the real Lusus by restraining him so he doesn't run to his old brother's aid and making himself known. Yeah. If that makes sense. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible at this. So yeah, this is really a good relief for Lusus, because now he knows that not everyone hates him, and yeah, this was a very big problem at the start of the series, because Lusus really didn't interact much with people. It wasn't until Root and Dio started to reach out to him and help out with the situation that was at the start of the series that more people started to befriend him, and yeah. And of course, we now get back to the other Harris characters who are saying that Lusus isn't in the room, but he is. He's kind of weakly disguised. Like, seriously, that's just a wig. They're not even trying. And Miguel, of course, isn't having it, and is now just kinda threatening to kill everyone. He really needs to die, but he's a cockroach. And he mentioned that he sacrificed a lot for humanity by working at the tower and thing, but yeah, really, all the things he's done, he might have had good intentions, but he just went about it in such a way everyone just hates him. Yeah, and they still want him to die. But seriously, his ways of dealing with things, it just isn't good. He tries to find peace for humans, but really he's just screwing things up. Really. And of course he's mentioning the power again, which again is still in Lusus, but really they need to get that out. And of course Lusus now runs to Cheval's aid. And yeah. And of course Miguel still hasn't much time left. I think it really is because of the stab wound, which I hope it is. Yeah, and Miguel's now threatening to kill Shovel. And Lusus is now protecting Shovel, which is a really good moment for him, because for a kind of good character Lusus is, he really hasn't done much. He has tried to, but this will be the first time he's actually really trying. And is probably actually succeeding. And I think this is a really great moment for him as a character. See, it shows how far he's come. I think next chapter Root and Shimun will show up. Really, I hope Lusus can just keep this great moment and not have Root interrupt it. Because I really want to see what Lusus is capable of, which we haven't really been shown. We then cut to Janelle and Dio and some guards. Because there was some trouble, which is what Miguel is doing. So yeah, these guys are on the way. Dio mentions he's smelling blood, and yeah, he then sees Lisbon summoning stuff. Also, with some of the characters in the series, their names are like really mentioned after the characters were introduced, that they are sort of given nicknames or have like one thing they're known for, that it just kind of becomes their name in the fandom. I mean, Janelle here was early on known in the series as just Marcus, which it really was his title, and yeah, people assumed it was his name, but actually it's Janelle, which I'm using. And now Dio is also now trying to do stuff, but most of the time he has been useless throughout the series. And of course he's mentioning that as long as the king wishes to defend the humans, he will obey, but which... Root has been confirmed to be sort of reincarnation of the Demon King, but yeah, it's kind of confusing at the moment. I hope we get some clarity later on. But right now, Dio has been given the orders to protect everyone until until Root gets there. And he's on his way with Shimon. And now he's gonna jump out and try to get rid of Lisbon, who we really don't know what Lisbon is trying. But yeah, he's going to, I think, in the giant dragon mode based on the lights. Yeah. And that was the end of the chapter. This was basically a rundown of the chapter. I'll try to find my thoughts on this. So I'm going back up. So yeah, I hope Lusus will be able to do something great here. I know he has the potential to do it, but he hasn't been given it. He hasn't been given it at the moment. Cheval has come a really long way from the start of the series to where he is now. He sort of started out as a sort of an enemy, and then just became like a bit of the awkward friend, which I really like. I mean, I think he is actually one of the more developed characters in this series, given the run of this of Black Haze. Yeah, a lot of the characters have come a pretty long way, which I like. Of course, Shimon and Root are gonna show up. I hope they give Lusus the moment beforehand, but yeah, I kinda hope Root will encourage Lusus to do stuff and just maybe keep Miguel a bit at bay, but hopefully not steal the moment. Because this is Lusus' moment and he should keep it. Root has had enough moments for now. Of course, Dio, hopefully he will be able to do something great again, which he hasn't really done since Ishwella. Of course, at the Attack on Helios arc, he also did some good stuff, but he mostly didn't do anything. And I'm wondering what Lisbon's up to, but it really isn't that much of a great, I assume. Yeah. And of course, they got more clarity on like the situation with Shipmon, what's going on, which they're hinting at. Yeah, that's pretty much all I kind of hope to see in the later chapters. I really should write scripts for this. Anyway, see you guys next time. I hope this worked out. Tell me what you think, if I should just do this solo or get Aurora to record with me. Anyway, see you next time.